If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Kinetic PE MIXX audience out there. If you burned out, far from God, or just feeling like life's hitting you with a folding chair, this one's for you. I'm Marcus Hart, your host on the Kinetic PE Show, where we're in reuniting faith, renewing purpose, and telling burned out to kiss it. Today I got Alya, Grammy-winning singer-songwriter, worked with Eric Clapton, basically the kind of talent that makes me wonder, why am I still holding this little mic here? But real talk, she's been through the burnout ringer too and came out swinging with faith. We're diving into how she did it and how you can stop looking like you just lost a rap battle with your own mirror. Grab your transform you, because I got mine, because decaf ain't saving you today, and let's roll out. Let me set this up for us, with some realness. 2020, and I hit a wall so hard I thought I was auditioning for a demolition derby. Exhausted, down to God, wondering if my purpose was to just be the Wi-Fi guy who loses his password. I was done. And this is why I like talking to people like you, Anya. Welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you. Hi, Marcus and friends.
Yeah. So, Anya, first of all, I find it very, interesting, that you come from the same region that, our First Lady comes from, which is fantastic. It's not many times that I meet people from that region. From what I hear, you guys are very direct, very, very great people to connect with, because you guys, you stay like how it is, and I love it. So your burnout moment, when did writer's block had you staring at a blank page like it owed you money or something? What was the vibe, and where was God while you was losing it?
Well, I did grow up in the Soviet Union, and I was born in a little town close to Moscow and spent my childhood in Ukraine region near Lviv. It's also a beautiful, very old town. And from the moment I remember myself, from the very little age, the thing I enjoyed the most was music and art. And specifically music that has to do with spirituality or Christianity, because my family, my grandma and my mom, they were baptized in Greek Orthodox Church or Russian Orthodox, if we would be more precise. So like this spiritual sort of connection was always in the family, mainly coming from my grandma, and she loved to sing. I don't have any musical roots in my family, so like I would say I'm sort of an oddity, but I really, really enjoyed it from the very, very early age. And I like to tell the story how the first money I earned were at the age of 6 when I was caroling on the streets of that little town close to Lviv, which pretty amazing. So I probably can call myself a professional singer because I started early at age 6.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love that you pointed out that, where your foundation comes from and in where your heritage started at. And I think that's very crucial in an understanding of just the type of soul you put into your music. And I got a chance to listen and sample a bit, and, it's amazing, and I just wonder, like, was there any trials that you came across that, like, where you had to claw yourself out? Or was it a particular song that kept you moving forward and doing what you do now, a prayer? Or did you just yell at the devil till he left the room?
Well, the artists, they're very insecure people, and I'm not an exception. Daily do very profound spiritual work and talks with myself, reminded you about my path as an artist and a human, and a road to artistry, to be singer-songwriter as I am right now was not an easy one. I was transitioning from different profession. I used to work as a journalist for quite a while, military journalist, in fact, but I never gave up my love for music. And as soon as I had a chance, as soon as I felt that time was right, I fully committed to doing this and enjoying that sings. And in terms of, the songs and the genre and the kind of like essence of the music that I'm doing right now that you're asking, I think I'm still on a way trying to figure out, my sound. But whatever is on the market right now, song Hope, or my latest Christmas album and my upcoming album and remix for my single Hope, which was very popular, is the best description of the style and the sound that I have right now. Inspirational, bright, something that brings pleasure to people and hopefully changes them for the better. It's it's a music with the soul. It's a music with the heart, with purpose, something that maybe comes a little bit from my Grammy-winning experience, which was in the category of the spiritual music. I definitely want to bring it towards a more mainstream audience, but not lose that uplifting and beautiful spirit that I think we're lacking in the popular music today.
That's very wild, and I really do feel it in my soul, just listening to you. I ain't Grammy level at all, but I screamed at a blank podcast script once like it stole my lunch. Just to be able to really hear you say that and really like sincerely mean that you would like to bring it to the forefront without losing, the true intent, the true spirit behind it is so important. Anya, you jam with Eric Clapton, who's a legend. Was there a lesson at all that collab came out of, where it made you keep the fire from fizzling out?
The lesson, I don't know if there was a lesson, when I learned that I will have this collaboration with a legendary artist, there was like an aha moment, obviously, and a big surprise for me. And I guess maybe the lesson was that I just said to myself, don't have any expectations, don't have any sort of, just let it unroll and surprise. When we didn't work in the same room, Eric worked from London and I, Los Angeles-based musician, so we all were collaborating distantly. And when I received the track from him and I put together my vocals and instrumentation that we had, that's when the magic happened. And I think maybe that was sort of great lesson. Just, let really life, universe, and providence sort of speak for itself versus trying to make a plan and make sure that the plan implemented in a very little detail. And I really love that collaboration. I'm blessed to be the only one artist that Eric actually collaborated on a Christmas record. He only has one Christmas record and he never did collabs with anyone on a Christmas song. So for me to have him on legendary song by itself, he's singing on My Silent Night. Did you hear, by the way, this song? The song is very, it's known song. Everybody knows Silent Night. I don't know if there is one, person on the planet that can't hum a tune, but beautiful song by itself. And we did an arrangement with my partner, Tim Carmen, which is very airy and almost absent. It's like, it's a very floaty song. Eric presence added this sort of, legendary and airy quality in that every time I turn on this music, I feel like I'm on a cloud. It's a beautiful, very spiritual, very, very meaningful composition. And I'm very grateful for Eric that he agreed to participate on this record.
I love that. That is straight gold right there. I agree, that song truly do put you in place, and there's an opportunity right there to just make you say, oh, snap, where can I go from here? What else can I do beyond this? And I'm wondering, did you get anything out of that that record, after hearing it back, that inspired you to do more, or draw from other influences that are like some people that you maybe looked up to that may have a parallel or somewhat parallel to the direction you want to go in the future?
Well, I would probably name another song, Hope, which is definitely something that you're referring to. So original Hope that I wrote and released last year. Definitely broke these boundaries to be just a song and become something bigger. And I did have a vision for this song from the very, very beginning that it's very unusual because I wrote it from the dark place when things were not very good around me. And I had this urge to write something very uplifting for myself, for people around me, and sort of be this helping hand to anyone who is experiencing some dark moments in life. And I wrote this song very fast. Sometimes songwriting process could be daunting, and this song came out very fast, very easy. And as soon as I recorded it, I made this announcement to my fans, followers on my social media, calling them to go out in the world and, use my song as an inspiration and just try to do like one simple good thing in a day. Make sure that you do not leave your day without not doing something good. And it doesn't have to be big. You can just literally give a hug to a person you love or even don't know, or just, simple things that don't require even a minute of your time. And so this song became viral on TikTok, and it's still going on across so many different countries, nice. which was so fulfilling. And to your point, people need it. We do need a reminder that there is a good seed in every one of us. And especially when you feel like things are not really good around you, or you feel like you're in a dark place. It might be not a dark place. You might be just right in front of something really wonderful and bright, and it just blinds you. So this song, Hope, was a very beautiful name for the song. It was sort of very catalytic to this movement. And we're doing a remix that will be out this year with another two beautiful collaborators. So we will have my friend Tina Campbell and, Death Smoke. We're merging several genres together, but with the same great idea to bring inspiration to people's life, to inspire them to be better, and not just, treat art as a music, something that entertainment. It's bigger than that. And I think people are looking for that.
Love it. So like we're going to go into a break here, ladies and gentlemen. We are rocking with Alya, who's just a beautiful soul and, and out here inspiring and doing God's work. We'll be right back on the other side to talk more with Alya.
Are you tired of starting your day feeling unmotivated and foggy? I want to introduce you to a coffee that not only tastes amazing, but also helps you start your day with purpose and clarity. This is a premium coffee blend that I personally created. It has a rich, smooth taste that will energize your mind and sharpen your focus so you can take on the day with confidence. But that's not all. This coffee is also ethically sourced, which means that we work directly with the farmers to ensure that they are paid fairly and that their communities are thriving. And here's the best part. A portion of the proceeds from every bag of coffee goes towards mental health initiatives and community development projects in Uganda and Rwanda. So when you drink this coffee, you're not just enjoying a delicious beverage, you're also making a difference in the world. And right now you can get a 12 ounces bag for just $26. That is less than $2 per cup. It's time to start your day the right way.
Okay, well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I like to always talk to that one woman out there who's, like, I like to call it Sarah, who's feeling like faith is on life support and passions is in witness protection. Alya, you're proof that you ain't got to stay down. Got a remix for your mess, trust me. So let's break this down a little bit more. How do we go from burnout to breakthrough without losing our minds or our salvation? Or put it more like this, I'm sorry. What's your morning move? We all got things that, help us reset in the mornings. Let's start there.
Right. I hate to give people any advice because we are on our separate ways, separate journeys. But for me, very transformational was the spiritual work that I'm trying to do every day, which I think could be very similar in different cultures. Doesn't matter what religion you are or what your beliefs are. But I guess just, waking up in the morning and before even you put your souls on the ground, just reminding yourself that this is a good day. Everything's going to be good. You're already here, your life, your soul within your body. So that's going to be a good day. And remind about your mission, whatever your mission is, whatever you're trying to achieve at this particular moment. That's what I'm trying to do in my daily routine. And that was really helpful and transformational for me. Also, also trying to, which I read recently from a very wise book, always try to look at yourself and everything's going on in your life from the perspective of the third person, because that gives you sort of this different dimension of yourself and different perception of what's happening. And we as a human, we're very attached to a lot of things, and the emotions, insecurities that we have, these are big attachments. And the more you remind yourself that these are attachments and you don't have to carry them, and you actually could be the boss of these attachments, or drop them completely if you don't need them in the life, it really helps. I can tell that I'm good in it. I'm working daily on this myself, but this was great advice from the book that I read recently that I probably would recommend anyone to try.
Excellent, excellent. That's good sauce right there that you're giving us. And truly, like waking up and with a positive mind, or shifting yourself to a positive mind. I think that's a beautiful way to start the day, along with some coffee to push you forward. So,
Right.
but there's these different attachments that like don't serve us. There are people who can serve us. I remember I was out playing Lone Rangers. That's actually a dude's horse that left me too. And Anya, you got a squad. How do you pick folks who don't suck the life out of you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Quick way to put it is like, what's your trick for finding a team that's a ride or die for you, that's not just sucking up your Wi-Fi?
Well, I guess to talk, I like to actually understand and feel people that I work with. And it took me a while to find the right team in Los Angeles, because I am from a different country. There is a lot of obstacles I have as a foreigner, mainly related to kind of our cultural differences. And Also, I mean, there's a lot of differences when you come from a different country. So I would say um, the best people that I found so far, they came through the great conversation and the shared love to make positive changes. So I would say when you look for the right people, for the right team, for yourself, doesn't matter what you're working on. It doesn't have to be an art project or whatever you're into. I would say just try to find the people that have the same vibe with you, whatever this word means for you. And usually, yeah, so usually it comes through the conversation, or sometimes you don't even need to say much. When you meet the right person, you feel it. You feel this connection. You pick the same things. In my personal experience, that's how the right team and people came to me. Sadly, before that happens, you make a lot of mistakes along the way. But I think if you trust your intuition the most, and really don't let the mind take over all the time, because mind asks a lot of questions, and let sort of heart make decisions sometimes, that also helps.
I love that, and I chuckled a bit when you said vibes, because that is a very trending word right now, like feeling the vibes. And but it's real though, God will send you the right person, when you're not looking, because, you guys got something in common, or conversation just going in the right direction, and you don't really have to say much. You can be who you are. And, likewise, they can be who they are without hiding and concealing, anything that they would normally conceal. And I think that's so important, especially when you're creating a purpose, and you create a purpose just like how you do. You're out here changing the world with your tones. And I think that's so beautiful. I tie everything back to faith, as you can tell. And, for me, podcasting, coaching, and coffee, because if it ain't pointing to God, it's just noise. How does that juice you up? What's one time your music made waves and you were like, yeah, this is why I'm here?
Well, the song Hope was the beginning of this transformation for me. Not the transformation, as I said, I received my Grammy being a part of the album, which is inspirational music, best new age music album. This is the music that helps people to grow in their spiritual road, whatever they're taking. So I really, my journey as an artist, as I said, it wasn't straightforward. Sometimes people go to this industry very young. They don't quite know who they are. They just know that they love music. They have calling for music. And very often this is just, broken souls down the road, because the music industry breaks them and make them into money-making machine. I believe that the art is and the music is about something different. From the ancient time, music is something to inspire people, to connect people, to bring people together. And I see the artist's purpose in this. So when I was signed up with the BMG after the Grammy win, that was sort of my vision of the sound that I will be bringing to the market. It will be inspirational. It will have all these beautiful uniting qualities. It will change the trajectory of how we will see the music. It's not going to be just for the entertainment. I released several singles. I had that I tried a lot of different genres, but they all pop music. And the hope, even though it's inspirational music, and we were nominated at Grammy this year in a gospel category as well. It's still beyond that. I don't really like to put labels on the music because, as I said, I believe that the higher purpose of music is unite. So when you start to categorize things, it sort of dilutes the purpose. If I like the music, I don't look at the label. Is it gospel or is it rap or whatever? I listen all sorts of music and love. Sometimes I could be in the mood for trap, and there is nothing bad about it. It's just what you want to hear at this moment. It's music. It's supposed to complete you in a certain moment of your life. So song hope became one of these big sort of catalytic moments in my career and musician, when whatever I wanted to say in music resonated with the people online, because I'm very active on Instagram and YouTube. They're two of my big audiences. I was very happy to see this instant connection, because sometimes as an artist we have this dilemma. You have this in your head, you create a beautiful piece of music on art, and you exactly what you wanted to say, and you put it out there, and there is like crickets, or people see completely different from what you wanted to put in your artistry. This time the hope was the moment when everything came together, and the remix that it will be out this year, I'm really, really excited about that, because with the spoken word genre, which is very popular these days, I think people starting liking to hear the word, to go down to the meaning, to really kind of, really have responsibility for what they hear and what they say. And together with the beautiful melodies that were in the core of my song Hope, and also, Tina Campbell, she's just incredible gospel singer. So that gives this uplifting and spiritual sort of degree to the song. I really believe it will fly. So you'll see song Hope making so many waves, because, like original song, we donated shares to UNICEF. I mean, it's obviously just from this little acts of kindness, from the donating shares to UNICEF, helping children around the world. It's already doing good. But the new hope, it's going to be a new dimension of that. And I think it will touch so many souls in a good way. I'm really so curious. And so I can't wait to get this song out of the studio and distribute it.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And when you spoke about that, when you don't look at the labels of music, that really speaks to, the question I had about, like, creating with purpose and how you do it. And you're not really thinking about, it's got to go to this specific type of people. You just want to make people feel good. You want it to be universal. You want to bring everyone in and draw everyone in, so that they can be able to see your light, and then that light be role model to help others and pass on to others. When you talk about resetting your mornings, the way you reset your mornings, and, the way you, choose and lean on a real crew, we begin to see that, like, you don't need a Grammy to start this. I think this is very useful information you are giving us to that person I call Sarah out there, who's that woman that looks up to you, woman and girl, that looks up to people like you. You're truly, an inspiration. I really thank you for that.
Well, I'm not pretending to be a role model for anyone, and I actually don't want to be the role model to anyone. I'm just, we people, we're social animals. We do need to have an inspiration. We do look at each other. It's just the nature, human nature. There is nothing bad or good about it. And
Yeah.
I myself need an inspiration. So if somebody inspired by my personal journey, I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. I'm not pretending anything, not in art, not in my just regular life. I do believe that, for example, in music industry right now, there's a lot of pretending because it's became like all about money. It's a lot of pretending, a lot of technicalities. There is a bazillions of people who can say, I'm the second Whitney, or I'm the third Mariah Carey, or anything else. But
Yeah.
if you will look at the roots of the music, and majority of the roots of the music lies within spirituality or religion, you will see that, for example, among Buddhist monks, the people who had the better voice or technique were not considered the best. They couldn't care less about these qualities that you can train, your muscles, vocal muscles. The best part, the most important mantras or prayers were given to the people who had something inside. Sometimes they didn't even have a good voices or technique, but they had a spark, they had a spirit. And this is, in my opinion, completely absent right now on the music industry. And this is something that I'm trying to bring in. I am classically trained opera singer. I know all the tricks. I know how to, give the high notes or the low notes. I can do the runs and trills, but this is not my focus. I'm really trying to bring on the market the music that has a spirit, that has a soul, that moves people. And when they hear it, they can associate with that. They not listening to my technique and not saying, oh my gosh, she's a great singer. They actually hear the song and song moves them. They want to sing the song. They want to be the part of the songs. And the majority of lyrics that I come up with, it's very easy. Again, I'm not trying to impress. I can write all day long, all these beautiful metaphors and long sentences and some exquisite, rhymes, but this is not about that. I really want music, my craft, to be connected to people. I want it to move people, and hopefully for the better.
Like you said earlier, there is a return back to the word and just, the deep rooted meaning of those words, in simplicity. People don't want to be concealed from what something means and decoding stuff all the time. And especially if it's not delivered or presented with soul in the first place. It's just, let me hurry up and, put this in the microwave and get what I want out of it, versus like, let's make a full course meal where we all can sit at the table, commune together and, exchange, there's an equal exchange for that, so, we got some tracks. I want you to just remind us about those tracks dropping and tell us where we can hit you up at.
So right now out, you can enjoy my latest track, which is Hope, and you can find it on every streaming platform, whatever you listen to your music, or buy it from whatever platform you buy your music from. It's distributed everywhere digitally. And there is a beautiful video on my YouTube channel, Alya Official, and you can subscribe as well. Do post very frequently some glimpses from my studio life, how I create the music, whatever I think about this and that. So you might like that. And you also can watch a beautiful music video for Hope in there, which is everything you talked about simplicity and inspiration, and basically just comforting feeling for someone who needs it in the moment. Instagram is another platform where I'm very frequently live, and it's Alya Michelson, Alya.Michelson. Please go join me there. If you, as I am, love Christmas music, my Christmas album, No More Lonely Christmas, is up on every digital platform. It's an awesome, awesome record, and I have friends that listen to Christmas music all year round. Doesn't matter if it's July or not, and this is the record where collaboration with Eric Clapton present, and also Indiara Sphere from Brazil, incredible harmonica artist, which you will just love it. And a couple very cool upbeat songs that just will bring joy to your life. And I'm happy to have you all there. Please go listen and have fun.
Yes, we make sure we do support you and all that you're doing. We're going to drop the links for, people who wants to find the music. We'll give it to them right away. And also just your social media presence with the YouTube and Instagram, which is very important. Well, Anya, you dropped some bars for us today, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for not making me look too bad next to a Grammy Club.
Thank you, Marcus.
So for those who are out there, you know, especially, you know, those who feel like they're alone in this burnout mess and, you know, and lacking inspiration and lacking, a place where they can just come and, you know, and not be judged and be involved. You know, it's not your finale, it's your pregame, you know, and this episode here is, just a start. And I want you to continue to follow Anya on her journey. She has traps that's, you know, that awaken soul of faster than a double espresso. So if this lit you up today, share it with your burnout buddy, leave a comment. Marcus, you wow. And slide over to the Kinetic Show. Keep the faith, stay bold, and let's burn bright, not out. Peace out.
Transform You Radio. You are now tuned in to Transform You Radio. You hear me? Check. I stand for what you stand for. I'm at your door like the landlord. I can see the future, yeah, I fast forward. I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me, I'm in rare form. Follow me on this world tour. The asteroid that you can't avoid. Small changes make impact. I ran for it, I stand for it, I'm not sitting back. You can leave the rat race or you can leave the trap. Come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we pack. And we'll be right back. Come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we back. And we'll be right back. I stand for what you stand for. Hey, I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me on this world tour. The asteroid that you can't avoid. Follow me.